The lucky first one. And yes, locker room talks should prepare me for this, but we'll see. My Nana always said, everything happens for a reason. That saying is obviously not unique to my Nana, but she always made it feel as if it were. Remembering these words has helped me so many times throughout my life. For example, the closure of the old brown pool when I was 12 years old increased my commute to practice by about 2.5 hours per day. I almost quit diving, but instead, it brought me to Keith and Agnes and eventually to Harvard. Now, for those of you that don't know, Agnes is Keith's wife and the diving coach for my club team. So see, everything happens for a reason. But for the life of me, I have yet to figure out the reason behind our loss of the Ivy League championships this year. It's not as simple as they just scored more points than us. And there is no possible way that they wanted it more than us, because I was right there in the middle of it, and we wanted it just as much, if not more than them. So the reason is not yet apparent, but everything happens for a reason. It is always more difficult to give one of these speeches in a year in which we did not win the championship. We all know that the success of our season should never depend solely on the outcome of the Ivy League championships. But this is difficult to acknowledge because we are all competitors and we've all been bred to believe that winning is important. And a lot of good things come from winning an Ivy League championship. I bet alumni donations rise, and recruiting may be a little easier after winning seasons. Coaches get another championship on their already impressive resumes, and that contributes to things like finally having all swimming and diving coaching positions endowed. We get rings and major bragging rights for a year. These are all good things. And let's face it, those of us that have been to banquets in years when we've won and years when we've lost know that the vibe is a little bit different. Hopefully this is not the case today, but this different vibe may make this banquet feel a tiny bit less meaningful. But nothing could be further from the truth. It is not less meaningful at all. We are together today for the last time as the 2014 to 2015 Harvard Women's Swimming and Diving team, and that's huge. We are here to acknowledge the swimming and diving careers of some of the most amazing women I have ever met. For the seniors, Faith, Sasu, Steph, Kels, and Sky, what has been a huge part of each and every one of our lives for a decade or more had sadly taken on a lesser role. Right now, I'm cherishing my extra sleep and my chlorine-free hair, but I know that I would give that up for another year or two on this team, just like any of you would. We are here to pay tribute to our amazing coaches. Our team is extremely lucky to have the coaches that we do. Chantel, even though she had to leave already, thank you for always pushing me to be better and get stronger. And thank you for teaching me about single leg squats. James, we are so lucky to have had you join the coaching staff this year. Thank you for always making us laugh and for keeping the mood light. Amanda, even though they always made me tear up, I will never forget all of the amazing speeches you gave before each meet. You have been so incredible for this team, and I want to thank you for always being there when I needed you. Coach Steph, you really are the heart of this team. As a captain, this past fall, I was privy to part of the parent meeting on freshman move-in day. One of the things Coach Steph said this year was something like this. I may not have it exactly right, but here goes. She said, "Please understand that while I will always respond to your calls and questions, my loyalty is to your daughter, and I will never violate that trust." Coaches demand loyalty from team members, but we actually have her loyalty as well. We are a very lucky team because while Coach Steph demands and brings out our best, it is not at the expense of our happiness and well-being. Thank you, Coach Steph, for always demanding and bringing out my best. And Keith. I don't even know where to begin. Our relationship spans more than just these 4 years at Harvard. While you and Harvard may have reaped the benefit of Agnes's coaching in my early years, I definitely reaped the benefits of your coaching in these last 4 years. Now, what I'm about to try to explain speaks volumes about Keith as a coach. No one except those who are involved in East Coast club diving will probably understand this. The Ivy League actually has a disproportionate number of former East Coast club team divers who I've competed against since I was 11. So I'm pretty familiar with their diving before coming into the league. Looking around the league, on average, Most have stayed the same or even declined in their diving ability and success relative to Harvard divers. Keith's divers, including me, however, always seem to improve relative to the other divers. Again, this is difficult to see if you don't really follow or understand club team diving, but it is something that truly stands out. And on top of that, last year and this year were record-breaking years for Harvard diving. We had the most number of divers we have ever had in an Ivy League championship finals, and that's outstanding. Keith, not only are you a great coach, but you're also a great person. Sorry. Without you, I wouldn't be here today. You have believed in me since the beginning, and I cannot thank you enough for everything you have done for me in my time at Harvard. Your remarkable sense of caring and understanding helped me to succeed here in more ways than I can count. Keith, please know that I will forever be grateful to you. We are here today not only to acknowledge our coach's leadership, but to acknowledge our team leadership as well. I am so incredibly proud of our senior class. Everyone stepped up to a leadership role this year. And to my fellow captains, heck of a job, Steph and Kels, especially dealing with a diver as a captain. There are only so many times you can put up with me asking to change race to compete and to add "and diving" to everything without getting a little annoyed, but you guys never did. It was an honor working with you both this year, and you all could not be in better hands next year. Margaret, Marley, and the entire junior class are going to be amazing leaders for this team. We are here to acknowledge each other's accomplishments and to support each other. There have been many exemplary performances this year in personal best times and scores, but more importantly, there have been exemplary performances in bringing the team together and ensuring that we truly are a family. To all of my teammates, both past and present, thank you for an amazing 4 years on HWSD. I have never been part of something so special. It's amazing to be part of something so much bigger than yourself, and for that, I will cherish this team forever. To the divers especially, this year with all of you was incredible. To my male counterparts, thank you for always keeping practices exciting and entertaining, for not judging my dance moves, and of course for initiating all of the J Felix runs. To my fellow divers in this room, I cannot even begin to describe how remarkable you all are. Alicia, Hannah, and Jing, I know you've said before that you three could not have gotten through this year without me, but the honest truth is that I don't think I could have done it without you. You all inspired me every day, and I can't thank you enough. And have no fear, your diving mummy will only be a phone call away next year if you ever need me. Alina, I am so incredibly proud of you. I have already seen you step into the role as a leader on this team, and I'm so excited for you for next year. I know you're going to be amazing. And last but not least, Sky. I have looked up to you since my freshman year. Thank you so much for taking that gap year and for switching into the class of 2015. I don't know what I would have done without you this year. You are one of the strongest women I know, and through anything and everything you can find a way to help and support others. You're truly incredible, Sky. We are here to show gratitude to all of our parents and supporters. Each and every year, I hear the speeches of the departing seniors, and tears come to my eyes whenever someone shows thanks for the sacrifice and emotional support of family and friends. So here's my turn, and I can't promise that I won't cry, but here goes. First, to all of the parents of HWSD, I have a newfound respect for all of you. This year made me better realize how much coordination and effort it takes for all of you to support us from the stands. Please know that we on deck really appreciate everything you do for us. My dad and brother could not be here today, but these speeches have a funny way of finding themselves on YouTube, so I'm sure they will see it. Thanks, Tom. Mitch, thank you for being an amazing big brother. And thank you for putting up with all of the diving discussions, the vacations that turned into diving meets, and the sparkly suits all over the house. Thank you for always wanting me to do my best and for cheering me on along the way. Dad, thank you for all of the support these past 10 years. Thank you especially for helping me break my habit of rocking 100 times before a dive in my back press. The method we came up with together is the one I used until my very last dive. I'm sure it saved me from a lot of unnecessary toe cramps. Thank you for helping me achieve my dreams of diving in college and for giving me the opportunity to do so. I love you. And Mom, sorry. I love you more than I can ever express. I hope you know how grateful I am for all of the sacrifices you have made so that I could be where I am today. Thank you for the countless drives to practices in Boston, for the countless meets that you have taken me to and that you have been to. And of course, thank you for the countless tears you've wiped away during times of frustration, and the countless smiles you shared during times of success. Finally, thank you for always hoping I dance. I couldn't have done it without you, Mom. You're the best mom in the whole wide world. So again, I'm trying my best. So again, everything happens for a reason. Maybe the reason for our season ending the way it did is just as simple as this. Without knowing what it feels like to lose, we cannot truly appreciate the wins. It's going to make winning next year that much sweeter. I know you will come back stronger than ever and make all of us even more proud to be part of the HWSD family. And I can't wait to be there to watch. Thank you.